Yottafile Technologies LLC is a Dubai-based company. It is established to cooperate with YottaChain on their blockchain. So basically we can say that Yottafile gives access to the MENA region to decentralization data storage on the YottaChain blockchain.
For the last few years, YottaChain has spent efforts and funds to develop reliable technology to provide the most secure decentralized data storage solution in the world.
In 2009 was the launch of the Bitcoin. With the hype that went around it now, the main product was not the Bitcoin itself, but the side product, being the blockchain. Blockchain gets quite a lot of attention, but as any new technology, they can only become disruptive when they find an application. Using blockchain in data is a disruptive technology. It completely changes the way we store data, the way we think about storing data, the way we manage it. YottaChain's data storage solution is not storing data on the blockchain. It uses the blockchain as a mechanism to distribute throughout different data nodes the data.
The company is increasing the infrastructure deployment in the Middle East by working hand in hand with investment and financial institutions.
Decentralization is a process and comes along with many data centers to open throughout the MENA region. This is why we decided to go through investors and co-invest into SPVs together as 50-50, opening not one, but several data centers in the MENA region.
The co-invest model has received a warm welcome from both investment and financial institutions. Till now, we have secured some contracts in Dubai and Kuwait. One of these contracts is with 360 Investment, as we already secured 10 data centers in the Middle East. Each of them is $10 million.
Our leader's vision in the United Arab Emirates is to find creative projects and solutions which will serve humanity in first place and add valued projects to the economy and the country. For that, we 360 Investment decided to form a joint venture with Yottafile to expand the blockchain data store solutions in the MENA region, starting from Dubai, to build a solid platform that will be a pillar for techno projects related to healthcare, security, and education.
When you look at the market of data, we have two categories. The first one being the hot data, and the second is being the cold one. The hot is the one that you will use for daily operations, your social media pics, you will send messages, companies that will link to their ERP with their database. This will be the hot data. The cold data is the one which is much more bigger. It's basically the rest of the iceberg under the sea. Yottafile's technology, thanks to YottaChain, is perfect for cold data. And we unify cold and hot data seamlessly.
We diversified our different investments in different topics, obviously trying to get into what it is that we believe in the UAE as a nation, that we can contribute as much as we can. We have invested in education sectors, construction, food, security, and the past 2 years we have been looking into data centers. The data centers for us started actually with a hyperscale data center, but during our time in our due diligence we came across Yottafile, which we found to be a very brave, innovative, unique company.
What impressed us the most with YottaChain was the different approach they're taking to the blockchain environment. Rather than the traditional approach of having multiple different tier 1, 2 or 3 grade data centers, we can do this in a much more cost-effective environment, and anyone around the world can partner with them as long as they adhere to certain conditions to be part of their partnership and technology program.
YottaChain's big advantage is that they have a corporate-grade solution for data storage, being completely decentralized. The blockchain is the mechanism behind it, but the data is not on the blockchain. The data is into data nodes spread it throughout the world and different regions. Yottafile is one of the companies that is deploying in the MENA region data centers using the technology from YottaChain, allowing companies, governments, SMEs, and later down the pipeline, also individuals, to use such technology to store their data in all true privacy.
part of the due diligence when we did it and decided to create the new SPV together with Yottafile. We found the candidates obviously to be very like-minded and innovative, and we understand from the same perspective in terms of how it is that we would like to invest and how it is that our organization, they see the potential risk and the potential gains. We were very happy to have been able to work with the CFO of Yottafile. They have offered us great support, great transparency. There has not been any sort of part of the journey where we could sit and say, okay, we felt that we had to have a little more clarity. Everything has been explained in details.
The co-invest model has received a warm welcoming from investment and financial institutions. Till now, we have secured contracts in Dubai and Kuwait. One of them is with 360 Investment. We have signed a 10 data center among the Middle East within the next 24 months.
One of the other unique things that we found in the process with Yottafile was the deployment speed. Normally when it is that we do investment, we know that we have to go in and have capital 1 year, 2 years before it is that we start at least to see any kind of returns. We created, in partnership with Yottafile, a new way of thinking on how it is that data centers should be deployed.
Our data centers are easy to deploy, and our concept is completely scalable. With over 500 data centers open in Asia, we can deploy over 80 data centers in the MENA region within the next 2-3 years. Our typical data center is 2 to 5 petabytes, up to 50 for the largest ones.
We have been, through our network, we have signed up with one of the leading power providers here in MENA, who has promised to supply us all the power, so there was no drawbacks in terms of what it is that we saw when it is that we have made our investment, when it is that we have put the money into a data center. We were not in any risk that we could not turn it on and we could start making return within a 3 to 4 months radius.
We do not need traditional data centers to host our servers and our technology. Therefore, with partners, we can deploy more data centers, being closer to the users, increasing therefore the decentralization and the security of the data on our network.
Orion Tech is a technology company. We are wholly owned by the Abu Dhabi-based Eltizam Asset Management Group. As a company, we have 5 key main service offerings. We have our system integration division, delivering world-class IT, security and audiovisual technology. We have our annual maintenance services division. We have our cybersecurity division. We have our airport solutions division, which delivers and designs world-class operational systems for the airports industry. And we also have our most recently launched smart building systems division. So we predominantly use data storage in our CCTV service offering. Every year we deploy petabytes of storage, and we're always looking for new and innovative technologies that we could use to drive down the cost of ownership for our clients and also to increase the security around our solutions.
One of the main advantages we have is the deduplication and encryption. Deduplication enables us to avoid redundancy, which is common in traditional data storage, where you would have 3-4x times basically redundancy for backups in case something goes wrong with the data center. With our technology, you have the encryption giving you full privacy, but you also benefit from the deduplication, where it will severely reduce your cost when it comes to archiving your data.
We're very glad to have Yottafile as a partner. Anything that can add to our strategic offering to our client base is very beneficial to us as a business.
We have companies such as CCTVs, and because of the source of the data that they handle, being the videos, they are consumer heavy when it comes to data storage. Such solution combining the deduplication, where they can basically reduce by 5 the capacity of storage for a better and more reliable data storage, makes a lot of sense.
The security industry in the UAE is highly regulated by the authorities in both Abu Dhabi and Dubai. YottaChain and Yottafile have been working with us to make sure that our solutions are customized towards the requirements of the local regulators.
We can see a growing demand coming from all different industries. Since it is therefore, we have decided to we have to take part of this as an investment portfolio. We can see even our own educational sector can use it. We can see our partnering banks can use it. We can see that we have several, let's say, partner companies in the region that has been looking at this with great interest.